So here we have the RT Charger 2016 model year. It's got the 5.7 liter Hemi V8. So here we have a nice clean engine cover here. This engine cover is removable, so if we needed to do any engine work, oil changes, things like that, it's just an easy snap on, snap off. Really cleans up the look having the engine cover on here. We've got our fuse box located up nice and high here, high air intake as well, just over here on the other side. Windshield washer, fluid, engine oil, dipstick, all very clearly marked in yellow, so myself as the owner, I can keep an eye on these things. Just on the side of the vehicle here, talking about safety a little bit, we have crumple zones. So my crumple zones are designed to absorb 80% of the front end impact in a front end collision. Additionally, the engine itself is on breakaway mounts. So if I get in a severe front end collision, the engine's actually going to drop to the ground rather than coming through the cabin at my feet, which is very nice. Up here I have a flame retardant blanket, so if this engine were to ever overheat, the plastic mounts that are holding the blanket up would melt. The blanket would then drape over the engine, extinguish any fires that could be taking place. I'll drop this down here and we'll take a look at the side of the car, starting with the wheels. So in the RT trim level, we do get these nice 20-inch rims, a very nice clean look with the black inset as well. We get the nice Hemi badge on the side so everybody knows that we spent the money and got the Hemi, it's not a V6. Moving over to the side of the vehicle, we do have a steel support beam that runs down the length of both doors. This is to protect us against any side-end collisions. So somebody, say, T-boning us at an intersection, our occupants will be nice and safe thanks to the steel support beam in the car. If we move around to the side here, we see we have the gas cap on the correct side because it is an American car, so we keep it on the driver's side here. Pop open the trunk and excuse the mess, but we do have lots of room in here for anything we need to store. This car does pass the hockey bag test, so we've taken 2 fully loaded hockey bags, jammed them in here and shut the trunk, and it does shut and latch, so we call that the hockey bag test. Passes with flying colors. We see on the back here too, we get the nice RT badge again so people know who just cut them off and is speeding off in front of them. We've got the nice strip lights on the back too, so these illuminate all the way around at night, which is great. This particular model too has the rear park sensors, so we know if we're backing up into an object, how close it's getting based on how aggressively it's beeping at us. We do get a nice factory tint on these windows too. A lot of vehicles you see without window tint, you kind of get that fishbowl effect where the whole world's looking in at you. Well, at least here we have a nice window tint. We do have proximity entry as well, so as long as I have the key on my person, I can physically lock the door by pressing that button there, or just by grabbing the handle, I can unlock all 4 doors. Why don't you hop inside, excuse the mess there, we'll go over some of the interior features together.
Okay.
So now that we're on the inside of the Charger here, we see that we have some very nice interior features. The first and most noticeable is going to be my 8.4 Uconnect touchscreen. So it's a point and shoot interface. Everything I want to use on here, I can just plug and play. Touchscreen interface, very, very user-friendly. Actually recently named one of the most user-friendly Connect systems in any vehicle, and that includes luxury models as well. In this particular vehicle, I have some driver safety features too. I have a lane keep assist button here, so this will keep track of the white lines on the road. If at any point I'm veering out of my lane, it'll give me an audible warning. If I decide not to listen to that warning, it'll actually correct me and bring me back into the center of my lane. I also do have forward collision mitigation, so this will apply active brake force if it detects that a collision is imminent. And this is to control my rear park sensors. That's the beeping we were talking about when we're backing up into something. My traction control button, now this is a button that if I turn off, now I can do fishtails, I can do burnouts, I can have a lot of fun in this car. This particular one being the RT, we also do get access to our Super Track Pack. So in our Super Track Pack, and I'll just turn the vehicle on so we can take a look at a few of those options there. We can keep track of things like our launch control. We can set the RPMs in which we want to launch, so we make sure we dust every Mustang and every Camaro that we see on the road. We can also go over into our performance pages. So performance pages will keep things track of things like 0 to 60 times. We can keep track of lap times on there. We've got some timers in here that we can use, again 0 to 60, brake distances. I can take a look at my engine and see in real time how much horsepower and torque the engine is putting out at any given moment, as well as keep an eye on my G-forces too. So I know if I'm hitting peak Gs, I'm probably going to get a little bit of wheel slide depending on how aggressively I'm cornering. We get a nice clean interior here too with adaptive cruise control settings, voice recognition and Bluetooth features as well. Digital in-dash display with things like range, top speed, and we can flick through here and we can see on this particular vehicle, someone has gone up to 233 kilometers an hour. I don't know who that was, but the vehicle will actually keep tabs of what the top speed we've hit in this vehicle. If at any point we want to keep that information safe from the spouse, we can actually delete it by pressing the OK button. Now it resets to 0 again. I'll leave it at 233 because it's a point of pride. We've also got in this model too a nice sunroof as well, controls for which are just up here on the top. I've got 3 different settings here for a remote garage door opener and hundreds of other features that I know we don't have time to talk about today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little walk around about the RT Charger 2016 model in pearl white. My name is Brody Lewis. I work for Columbia Chrysler. Come see me sometime.
Yeah, this has been Brody Lewis's RT Charger, and yeah, that's it, guys. Peace.